listings. Welcome to my channel. If you are new here, thank you so much for taking your time, joining in, coming to see what's going on this side of the camera. I really do appreciate it. And of course, if you are returning, no matter how many times you have been here, you know my heart. I appreciate you and your time also. Happy Tuesday. I trust everyone is feeling well, getting their day started, already into your day, or perhaps it's 2, 3, 4 days later. It really doesn't even matter. I just trust you're having a good day. So I want to share with you 2 makes. I have several this week, but I'm going to share 2 of them with you on today. And the first being this top that I have on. This is a new look pattern, 6707. New look 6707. This is the back of it here. Now, I have made this top before. It's not cropped, but it's a little bit short, and as you can see, it has, I don't even know, this is not a Peter Pan collar, so I'm not sure what type of collar this is. On the pattern, you can do the version without the collar and just have the V-like neckline, or you can put the ruffle. It comes with a strip to make a ruffle to go around. I made this before, actually 2 times before, about a year or 2 ago, about a year and a half ago. And I did put the ruffle on one of them I didn't put the ruffle. As you can see, it buttons down the front. I chose these gorgeous glass looking gold buttons. Button down the front. It has, do they have elastic? Yeah, the sleeve actually has a cuff in it, but mine has elastic. As you can see, this is what the back of it looks like. Love this collar. It's nice and big. This is what it looks like. This fabric came from my store, Fabric Hut, and I do want to share with you, I stated it on my Friday Sews video this past weekend, but I do want to let you know, I went in the store and the manager, Angela, was showing me this fabric, and I do like it. I bought it that day. I came home and made the shirt, but she told me that they were doing, Fabric Hut is doing a Facebook Live today, Tuesday, June 18th at 2:00 p.m. So if you're not doing anything, tune in. They are talking about this fabric. This is a gauze. It's a lightweight. I don't have a piece to show you, so I'm sorry about that, but it's a very lightweight gauze, and they have several solids and like this stripy look colorway. And I like this because this stripe was just down one side, and all you have to do is just place your pattern pieces the way you want them. It is only 44 inches wide, but it's going to be priced at $3.88. But you do need to watch the live, Fabric Hut live on Facebook. You know, you do have to watch the live because I don't know how long it will be $3.88. But I know that when they put it out today, that is the price, and it's probably going to last a little while. But check it out, because I'm definitely going back in there. They had this in a berry color, and I think it was a berry with a soft pink stripe. I'm not really sure, but whatever the berry had, I'm going to get a piece. I don't normally sew gauze, and this is gorgeous. Interfacing is in this collar. Look how pretty that collar is. Guys, it's not always, now you have to make a garment, and you know you have to sew it well, but you have to have the right fabric. Don't I say that all the time? this is just, it's just gorgeous. So I am going to try this again. I don't normally get gauze. I have sewn with the bubble gauze, but this is just a flat gauze, and it's really, really pretty. You could see this is kind of low. I do have a t-shirt on. I don't know if I would raise it up again. I don't mind having a t-shirt or a camisole on under my clothes, but so it's kind of low. So if you did want to raise it up, otherwise this is a good pattern. And I believe I sewed the size 10. No, I sewed the 10 about 2 years ago. So this year I did take it up just a little bit. I didn't trace the pattern, so I cut assuming where the size 12 line would have been. So check them out. $3.88. I bought 2 yards. That was what, $8. I had the buttons in my stash, but even if I didn't, they were in Hobby Lobby, 99 cents. So $8, $9, let's just say $10 for the materials, an hour and a half, 2 hour make, you got yourself a shirt. The next thing I want to show you and talk about is this dress right here. Now, it's kind of hard to see what it all looks like, you know, especially being all in one color, but this is a retro butterick pattern from the 1970s, and this is a rack pattern. I've been writing notes all day, and I have it all throughout. Okay, 60. This is Butterick 6985. Butterick 6985. This is what the back of it looks like. Butterick 6985. Now, let's talk about this girl, because this is not the pattern that was used for the famous Walk Away dress, but it's the dress. It has this aprony look, the same one piece down the front. I don't know if the Butterick pattern that they use is 1 or 2 pieces in the back, but this is the gist of it all. Now, I used a poplin fabric, which is very, very pretty. I chose for it the front and back to be the same color, and I did use the bias tape. I eliminated some pieces, and of course I'll let you know. But I wanted to time myself, because the whole idea of the Walk Away dress, excuse me, was that you could get up in the morning, I guess have your breakfast, and after breakfast be able to wear your dress to lunch. Now, I didn't make the dress all in one swoop, in one day. I made the dress in 3 days because I fit it in with some other things, and I wasn't really excited about it, so I figured I would take my time. So there is one piece in the front with darts, and the back does have a bodice and a skirt, and the skirt front and back is it's 2 pieces because of the seam, but it's basically just one piece. So the total dress took me 2 hours and 50 minutes. I did, yeah, a little bit of time on each dress. I did record it. Yeah, I did 56 minutes one day. I did 48 minutes of sewing on the second day, and I did an hour and a half on the third day. So it took me 2 hours and 50 minutes to sew this dress. And believe it or not, the hour and a half, probably an hour of that, maybe 50 minutes of that was on this bias tape. And as you can see, I didn't even put the bias tape down there. So here's the dress. Let me show you. And yes, if you look at the videos from, if you look at the videos from the butterick pattern that is used, I'm not sure what pattern that is, I'll have to find it. If you look at the videos from everybody had issues, mostly everybody had issues, and I have issues with this one. First of all, the pattern shows you that when you look at the pattern itself, you see this dart and you see this dart. But if you look at the drawing on here, is that not a bust dart? That looks like a bust dart to me. So it's not a bust dart in the pattern. It's these two bodice darts that go here. It could have used a bust dart because it's big right here. And the only big it is, y'all, is a dart big. It's not even like it's real full and sloppy. This is a dart. If a dart was right here, the dress would have been perfect. But this is it. So there are the two, I don't think these are fish darts, so we're just going to call them two bodice darts. And this is one piece. It wraps around like this. So of course you don't need bias tape back here anyway and stuff. So it wraps around like this. So I continued my bias tape around so that it would tie here. The back the bodice has a seam here and it has a seam in the skirt. Darts here and here. And this is like one piece wrapping around to the front. So it wraps around like this. Let's go all the way around. It wraps around like this. Now, it's really cute on. Let's get it tied back up again. Wraps around and it looks like this. So I did put the bias tape around the neck. As you saw, I did put the bias tape where it went around the sleeve and continued to the back. And then I did the same here. So it's really one piece of bias tape that runs from here, the front piece, all the way around into the back piece. You see, you can see it right there. That crease, all it needed was a dart. And then it ties right here. The dress is really cute. It looks nicer on than it does on the mannequin. I like it. I do like it. I didn't know if I wanted to. Let me raise this up a little bit. I wasn't sure if I wanted to put the bias tape down here too. That would have been cute, but I ran out of this color bias tape, and when I got ready to put it on, I was like, do I want to go get some more, or do I just want to leave it? And I decided to just leave it. So it looks nice, but I imagine it would be really nice if you make it with the bias tape going down here. I did my front. That's so terrible. My front, hold on, wait a minute. My front is a little bit higher than my back. Now, that's not the pattern that was made. So yeah, it stops a little bit shorter. But you know what? I didn't even bother to shorten the back because it actually looks like it's supposed to be that way, and it looks really, really cute on. So overall, it's a nice pattern. You need the front darts that are here. I'm not saying don't put those in because they shaped it. Even though the bike, when you pull it in to fit you, you know, to tie it in the back, that's going to pull it in. But this served its purpose, but it definitely needs the butt dart. So if I made it again, I would just put darts in the bust right there, and it would be good to go. I read the pattern 3 times to make sure I didn't overlook that dart, because the dart is drawn in on this instruction sheet, and you can't really tell. Well, you see this dart on the picture. So I don't know what happened. I don't know which one of them darts. Yeah, you see this dart on the picture, but you don't see the bust dart. And on the instructions, you see a bust dart, but you don't see the bodice darts. So I'm not really sure what that was all about. But overall, I do like the dress. I'm pleased with the two tones that I used. Now this poplin has, it's not a sheen, but it really has a nice finish to it. And this bias tape, this is satin bias tape. So it looks really, really cute on. And you'll see the pictures of it because I did take pictures in it. So it's a cute dress. I'm not going to say I won't make it again, but it's nothing I'm going to rush to make again. A lot of times I'll do that. I'll like the way something came out really nice, and then I will go ahead and make it, you know, again the next day or whatever. But this is not something that I would do that with, but I do like the dress. This one right here, I probably will find a way to make the adjustment because I do have some gaping right here. When I wear it, it's not quite that smooth on me right here. If I put in a dart, it's going to be on top of the bias tape because no, I am not taking out this bias tape, doing a dart, and then wearing it. Although now that I'm talking about it, it is only that amount, right? I might take that out, make the dart. I don't know. It doesn't look bad. The gaping right there. But now that I'm thinking about it, I was thinking about all of this bias tape, but really all I'd be taking out is just from here to there, because this is just hanging. So that's really not bad, because the right way to wear it would be to put the dart in it. So those are the 2 things I wanted to show you today. Like I said, I have some other things in the mix. I don't come on here to take up your time to show you everything that I make, but just certain things. I definitely wanted to tell you about the live that will be on the Fabric Hut Facebook Live today at 2 o'clock. But I really wanted to tell you because after she told me and I came home and made this shirt, I was like, man, this is some goodness that I wouldn't mind telling everybody about. And that's what I'm doing, not for them, but just to let you know. Because if you sew with gauze, I believe this is one that you will really like. And then, of course, this poplin. Poplin's always great. It's a thin one. Kind of, you know, it's flimsy, so it's going to be nice for this summer. If you do decide to make this, maybe you'll put the bias tape down there because it's really cute. It's just that I ran out. I could have put this part down there and then made a different tie. I didn't feel like going through all of that. So I'll see. But I know that if I make it again, when I do this, I won't drop these. I will end up letting this close just like this by itself, maybe with a button or a bow or something like that. So thank you so very much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Hit that like button, share my channel, subscribe if you will. I really do appreciate it. I see the subscriptions just growing and growing and growing, and that's really special to my heart that you listen to me as I share my passion with you, and most of you have the same like passion, so you do understand what I'm talking about. But I appreciate you. Blessings. Bye.